DeFusco is one of the most successful sprinters to graduate from Germantown Academy. Caitlin was a well-rounded student athlete at GA, where she ran track and swam. She still holds the school records for the outdoor 100, 200, and 4x100 meters, and the indoor 55, 60, and 200 meters. Caitlin earned the Head of School Prize, which is awarded to the student who makes the most of their talents during their time at GA. This award pushed her forward to excel at Penn State University, where she continued her athletic and academic career. At Penn State, Caitlin played an integral part on the 4x100, 4x200, and 4x400 relay teams. With her help in 2010, the women were able to secure the Penn State school record and Penn Relay's ECAC event record in the 4x200 relay, which still stands today. Caitlin helped propel her team to 4 Penn State Big Ten championship team wins in 2008, 2009, and indoor and outdoor in 2010, an incredible number of victories for such a short period of time. Individually, Caitlin sprinted towards many top finishes in the Big Ten Conference, as well as great finishes in NCAAs. She was also awarded First Team All-Conference for both indoor and outdoor women's track and field in 2010, an amazing accomplishment. Please welcome Caitlin DeFusco.
Thanks, Lily. Congratulations on an amazing season so far, too. I'm excited to see you run tomorrow. As a GA lifer, there has been a very, very large team of people here that have positively influenced me and have been with me every step of the way. A lot of them are in this room today, so thank you. You know who you are. I remember a lot of great races at GA. I remember sweeping the sprinting events at Interacts my senior year in the spring, and how good it felt to be Penn Charter. I remember the adrenaline when looking around the track, knowing that my teammates had my back and that they got it. I remember dominating all of our individual events and seeing Devin Blount in the hurdles, Caroline Doty on the field. But the one race that I want to talk about today was probably my biggest win and loss while wearing the Patriots uniform. It was actually at Indoor States, which is held at Happy Valley at Penn State's indoor facility. So for those of you who aren't track junkies, Penn State has an indoor hydraulic track. It's 200 meters long, and its surface slopes up towards the outer edges on the turns. This is supposed to propel runners and slingshot them forward. I'd never run on one before. I thought it couldn't be much different, but I was wrong. So the gun went off on my 200-meter race, and I exploded out of the blocks. I gained ground immediately coming off the first turn. It was only me against the clock. I never saw any runners from the inside of my peripheral, and I chased down lane 5 and 6 when I came off the last turn into the straightaway. I was in first place. Driving my knees up through the finish line and crossed, I looked at the scoreboard to see my name. I had the fastest time in the 200 meters currently at Indoor States. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the officials gathering, and the next race that was meant to go off was put to a halt. The race was being reviewed. It was then taken up to the press box. My world stopped. It turned out that it was my race they were reviewing. It was my lane and my foot that touched the white line. Next to my name on the scoreboard now read DQ. It was all over. Time seemed to just stop, but all the races continued to proceed. I was devastated. I watched the ceremonies afterwards, the athletes receiving all of their awards up on the podium where I knew I was meant to be. I wouldn't talk to anyone. I was completely wrapped up inside my own head, and I kept thinking, I'm leaving here with nothing. I was embarrassed, but embarrassed for myself, because no one had any intentions of me actually placing in there in the race, but I had different intentions of my own. So I thought, what's the point of all this? It would be better off if I hadn't even come. I remember as we pulled out of the parking lot, I threw a tantrum yelling to no one but myself, I'm never coming back to this blank place, and get me the hell out of here. Ironically, it turns out I did go back. I walked onto Penn State's track team and would end up shedding more blood, sweat, puke, and tears all on the same track than what I ever thought possible. I ended up earning a scholarship, was a 3-time Big Ten champion, part of a 4 Big Ten championship team, and part of the 4th place team at outdoor NCAAs. I'm sharing this story though with you because sometimes your biggest failures become your biggest motivations. It was my team of support, Judy Krause, Pete Jennings, Tony Garvin, Tom Taft, all of my teachers, my family, that propelled me to keep going. Don't be afraid of failure. Lean on those around you. You have more support here than what you know. Step out of your comfort zone. This is the time to make mistakes and learn from them. GA fosters this perfect environment for you to discover who you really are and what makes you great. GA did this for me, and it continues to this day. Thank you to the Hall of Fame Induction Committee, and congratulations to the other members of the 2018 Hall of Fame class.